Hello, this is Evan Rubin doing the user testing project for Geography 778. So this overview will just be testing a few of the functions for the Camino de Santiago application viewer. I'm just going to go over a handful of the functions so far and simulate some of the testing that I've been doing so far and some of the additional testing that will go on as we approach the end date coming up next month. So just by, I'm going to go ahead and restart the program here. You'll see some of the initial functions include panning, just a simple pan, a zoom function using either the mouse wheel or on the bottom right you have a zoom dial. Not only that, we also have screen border boundaries to prevent anyone from extending too far from the screen. So if you go up here, see it stops you up there. This prevents anyone from scrolling just too far away from the target area. Additionally, we have some pop-ups that exist from clicking on each of the individual feature items. So obviously we're going to make this a little more functional, but each of these items will have its own unique icon, and a pop-up will exist right above or below each of these individual features. To our left here, we have a collapsible leaflet toolbar where we have several of our functions, to include a user submission function here. Sorry, a filter function, which the user will be able to drop down and select from any of these options here. These don't have much functionality yet, but they will within the next few weeks. A user submission function here. A legends function, or rather just a legend that will have individual icons for hostels, local churches, tourist recommended locations, historic markers, or recommended food locations. In addition, you'll have some Camino Trail icons here showing where specifically the trail is. And down here we have a simple history section. So as you can see, this includes several collapsible sort of leaflet functions here on the left side that can be viewed either on the desktop version or on the mobile version. So as you can see, when we restarted the application initially, we had a pop-up appear demonstrating the geolocation function, saying that you are outside of the trail area, which means that obviously, since I'm not creating this video from Spain, that if you are located within this area here, that pop-up will not exist. We additionally we have an overlay option here, which will overlay several different features. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in to include verified hostels, Camino trails, and Camino features. We also have here the option of changing the base map from the elevation hybrid option here to the OpenStreetMap version. So again, this is all part of the overlay function. And lastly, we will also include a weather function, which will be displayed here on the bottom right, actually the center right here, which will display real-time weather, and that will come from one of the Leaflet plugins. And that's one of the goals I'll be working on moving forward into March, and looking forward to seeing how that works out and testing that as well. So again, just sort of the status update and some testing that's going on with some of the panning, some of the zooming options, screen border boundaries, testing some of the pop-ups, how they look. Again, there's not much functionality currently. There is going to be more functionality moving in ahead as we go into the next few weeks. The collapsible toolbar, I think, is looking pretty good. The user submission will need some work, as well as some of the filtering options. The device location option is looking pretty good so far. They'll probably need a few more updates. And the overlay function is coming along. And all this is connected on the back end through Carto. And lastly, like I said, the weather option will be displayed here in the sort of the middle center, and that will be able to display real-time weather. And that will come from a Leaflet plugin. So again, just a little summary of some of the testing that's going on. I'm going to be having this application tested by obviously myself and some of my coworkers in my local IT department at work, and looking forward to continued testing and giving some feedback and recommendations for other projects. Again, my name is Evan, and this is for the Geography 778 final project. Thank you.